Hello Gemini, welcome to your mid-May Oracle and Tarot reading. My name is Tessa, you're watching my channel. This is going to be an Oracle and Tarot reading for the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and this is for your sun, moon, or rising sign. So all my mid-month readings are going to be for your sun, moon, or rising, so you could watch either or. We're not zooming in on astrology per se. Well, a specific theme of astrology. Obviously, astrology is involved because we're talking about the lunar eclipse. But basically, in my monthly, sorry, my grandmother's coming. In my monthly readings, I do my readings based off of your rising sign. So if you're watching my monthly readings, definitely check out your rising sign. Read the description down below and it'll tell you everything you need to know about my channel and what I have going on right now. So the monthly readings are going to be based on your rising sign, and what I do is I pull up your natal chart. I pull up the chart for your rising sign according to the current astrology for that month, and then we use the Astro Soul Oracle deck to really focus in and zoom in on a specific energy that you need to be aware of. So that is my monthly readings. All of my readings, though, involve tarot or oracle or like one or the other. And then in the mid-month readings, the theme is going to change from month to month. So it just kind of depends on what's going on astrologically, if there's anything really big happening. Otherwise, if there's not anything really big happening, it's just going to it's just going to be like a general reading, and I could definitely throw a very specific theme into the reading. So typically I do spiritual guidance. Spiritual guidance is really just me focusing in on you and the energy that you need to be aware of that's going on within you or that's going on around you, and how I can help you navigate that energy, and how I can maybe bring some insight for you to kind of think about, and for you to kind of, make your own decisions and decide for yourself how you best want to tackle that situation. So unless the title of my video is actually specifying that it's like a love reading or like career or something like that, it's going to be general. So that's kind of like the gist of my channel over here, okay? So I am using the Spirit Animal Oracle and the Murder of Crows Tarot. They are both pre-shuffled already according to the Gemini energy, but I am going to shuffle it again just to get that message out. So let me just tell you a little bit about what a lunar eclipse, why a lunar eclipse is so significant in astrology and what they mean. A lunar eclipse is literally like a pressure cooker of deeper energies that need to be released, that we need to let go of, that are kind of like holding us like hostage in a way. They are these deeper, kind of sometimes darker, but the only reason they're dark is because we're not completely even aware of what they are. We're not even completely 100% like able to articulate and understand why we feel so heavy, why we're feeling drained, why, like, what is all this burden, like, why do we feel heavy, what is it exactly that is holding us back from reaching our fullest potential, from going down the path that we really want to be going down. So the lunar eclipse, it brings up some of those darker or deeper energies that we are not even, like maybe you can try to kind of figure out exactly what it is you're feeling, but, especially if you're busy and you got your life and you got things that are going on around you, and you feel like you just need to be constantly like in motion doing things, this is just kind of a way to bring pause to your life so you can really take the moment to reflect, and you can really take a moment to just kind of like look at exactly what it is that's going on with you, and how you can release and let go of some of those burdens and some of that pressure, in order to see the light, and in order to kind of release it and understand what exactly can make you feel lighter. Understand what you need to do in order to feel less burden and to feel less overwhelmed and less stressed out. Okay, so it's a release of energy, and I do have the Astro Soul cards that represent the lunar eclipse. It says lunar eclipse right over here. Releasing the past, breakthrough, pushing limitations, and healing. So like once that energy is released from the body, that's when the healing comes in, okay? And that's when the body is able to start healing itself. And then I have the Sagittarius constellation because it is a full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. Okay, so what is Gemini needing to release and let go? What is Gemini needing to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? What is Gemini needing to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? What is Gemini needing to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? What is Gemini needing to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? What is Gemini needing to release and let go of for the lunar eclipse? No. I don't actually, I know a lot of readers on YouTube, they will use cards that fly out, and sometimes I will, but I don't really like to do that. All right. Sorry. I've actually been really, really busy lately, and my hands have been all over the place. I've been planting, I've been painting, I've been cooking, I've been cleaning. Oh my goodness, I've been writing, like sending emails. I'm getting my grandma all prepared and ready to go to her new home, so it's been crazy around here. Alright, Gemini, let's take a look. What is going on? What is Gemini needing to release and let go of? We have Otter Spirit. You are never alone. Okay. So, you are probably the type of person that holds on. Like, if there is something going on with you, if there is something that you've been feeling on a deeper level, you probably are not going to talk about it with people. I think that you keep a lot to yourself. I think that like you're very social, you're very intelligent, you're always curious, and like you always like to put yourself out there and put yourself around people and just constantly like kind of be on the move and constantly be stimulated. Like you like to always be stimulated, but when you are feeling something, when there is like something going on emotionally, like I feel like you tend to either kind of like put on a mask, or you tend to like kind of hide it through activities. You hide it through just kind of, you know, socializing and doing things around the house and just kind of like, and you are not really like taking the time to just like step back and to really take a look at what it is that you're feeling, so you can articulate it, so you can understand it, and so you can even communicate it with like, because like I know that you guys like to have a lot of friends and you like to be social, but like I also feel like, you know, and people usually have this idea of, you know, of being social, like of like having friendships, that it needs to be always happy and entertaining. Like you always need to entertain and you always need to provide like laughter and happiness or whatever, like some form of entertainment. But I think we like forget that friendship can be deeper than that. Friendship can definitely open new doors to expression and to how we relate to each other, by allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, by allowing ourselves to be like, you know, I really do have some things that I need to get off my chest. I have some things that are really weighing down on my heart, you know, and I'm looking at this otter over here, and the otter is in a heart, but he's just like, he's all curled up and just like sitting there in his own heart, you know, like kind of like, it's like you have a lot of love to give, Gemini. You have these deeper feelings to give. You have these deeper feelings to share. You do have that part of you that can extend itself to others, but somehow it's like, I don't know, like you've made a little home in your heart for your deeper feelings and your deeper emotions. And I think that like it's really important. And I think that when you do go through things, it's really easy maybe for you to forget that there are other people who could be going through the same things, and there are other people who like do want to be there for you and who will understand you, and friends who are like good and loyal and sensitive to that part of you. So I feel like this is kind of saying like it's time to release and let go of this need to always like bottle up your emotions and keep them to yourself, you know, to always just like, you know, like suffering in silence and keeping things that you are going through to yourself. So I feel like it's time to kind of start to release and let go of that and allow yourself to really break through, allow it to break through your heart, because like once it does, I really feel like once you're able to release this energy of feeling like you are alone and you're keeping your heart kind of like locked up in a little box, you are really going to just like open up so much beautiful energy, and you're gonna like bring in so much beautiful energy into your life. And with Gemini season right around the corner, like that's honestly what you want. This lunar eclipse is going to be like a really big breakthrough for you. And then in June, we're going to have a solar eclipse in Gemini. So, oh wait, no. Wait, is it in Gemini? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I just want to look real quick. Is it in Gemini? Yeah. A new moon. Oh no, it's not a solar eclipse. It's a new moon. Solar, yeah, it is a solar eclipse. I'm sorry. I'm just like, it's on June 10th. It's a new moon solar eclipse in Gemini on June 10th. Okay. So yeah, so once you're able to really kind of like break through that, you're going to feel lighter. And that is exactly what the lunar eclipse does. It like releases this energy. It releases this like pressure that's kind of like sitting in our heart. So we can feel lighter, and like, so we can just like, it's like a rebirth for summertime. It's like a birthing. So you can just kind of like, you know, live in summertime a little bit more like carefree and just kind of like, you know, like, you know, you can just kind of breathe better. Okay. So 5 of Wands, a little bit of conflict within the self. This is Saturn in Leo. 5 of Wands is Saturn in Leo. This is interesting. Maybe you like, you might have like gotten into a fight with a friend recently, or I don't know, there's something else that's kind of like weighing on you, and it could have to do with some kind of conflict. And I feel like the universe is really wanting you to like let go of that conflict, you know, and to like open your heart. And to like let love in again, like release that icky feeling of like whatever conflict occurred. This could be maybe for some of you a conflict like with a friend, or it could be a conflict that's going on inside of you. Like there's something inside of you that's like battling itself out, and that is going to kind of trigger this breakthrough, because it's just gonna like be too much at one point, and it's gonna be like enough is enough, and it's going to be like too stressful, and you're just going to want to like release it and just like get it off your chest and get it out of your system so you can move on. The more we allow things to just kind of like sit and cook and cook and cook, it just, it becomes heavier and heavier and heavier. So this energy is definitely going to want to be released. It's literally just like, it wants to push itself out. Oh my goodness. And then we have the Lovers. I mean, Gemini getting a Gemini card, honestly, the Lovers, like, whew. Yeah, you're just going to come right. This is a breakthrough. This is a breakthrough within like your own divine love, like within yourself. And it could also be like a fight with a partner. If you had a fight with a partner, kind of like bringing you back to yourself so you can come back to your partner. So it's just kind of like releasing. It's just this cycle of like releasing and letting go of maybe something you fought about, or like a disagreement, you know, like realizing it's just like petty and it's like, why, you know, let's just move on and forget about it. But see, the thing is that it still has to come out, though. It still has to come out. Like, I feel like getting things off your chest is so underrated. People don't really understand the health benefits of like saying what you feel. Like, you need to say what you feel. And if it causes conflict, it causes conflict. But it's like, once it's said, once it's spoken, you can, that, like, you can't understand what your partner is going through. You can't understand what the other person is going through if you don't communicate, if you don't speak. And I am so, oh my God. And this is mostly because, like, I was involved in, like, a relationship where the other individual would not communicate anything at all. And, like, that, it's so difficult to be involved in any kind of relationship where the other person does not communicate their feelings to you, or doesn't communicate at all, like, what they're thinking or feeling or anything, and you, like, what, have to, like, guess, you know, like, this whole like culture that we've created where, like, we're tiptoeing around each other and not saying things because we don't want to hurt anybody else's feelings, or because we think that this is the proper way to be, you know, this is the right way, this is the this is, like, you know, the way to exist as a human is to, like, always have sound judgment and to be I just don't buy it. Okay, I just don't buy it. And I think that it is important to say what you feel, and to, like, be able to just be honest with yourself, and to be honest with the people around you if they're making you feel a certain kind of way. The Hierophant. Or is this the Emperor? Oh my God, I'm having a moment. This is the Emperor. I'm sorry. These cards don't, like, say. This is the Emperor. This is Aries energy. Yeah, standing firm in your divine law. Yeah, the universe is, oh my God. The universe is, like, the divine law of the universe is just standing firm for you to realize this and experience this, and see your strength and how strong you really are. I also feel like this is you perhaps needing to let go, to release and let go of maybe a power struggle. Like, to release and let go of the need to always feel like you need to be the one who's in control. You need to be the one who is in power. Okay, you are the Emperor, but it's kind of like saying it's not just about you, you know? You don't have to carry the burden alone. You don't have to carry all this alone. You don't have to carry this, like, this feeling of, like, being in control of your environment at all times. You don't have to carry that alone. I feel like that's kind of what it wants to say, because, like, the Emperor is so firm and strong, and so, like, he's not really willing to budge. He wants things he's charismatic, and he's inspiring, and he's very spiritual. He controls the divine laws of the universe. Probably one of the most powerful cards in the deck. And also very stubborn. So I think that you're really needing to release and let go of, like putting all of that on yourself. Like, all of that pressure to constantly like need to be in control of everything all the time, like that's a lot of pressure. Like if you think that emperors and kings and queens don't, like, yeah, like they are probably the more, like wanted cards that are in the deck, but that's still a lot of burden to carry. That's a lot of pressure to carry that kind of responsibility. And it's kind of like the universe wants you to see that you're not alone. You're not the only one who feels that way. You might kind of present yourself in a way that's like, I am the emperor of my kingdom. I am like, this is my home. This is my whatever. But it's really kind of wanting you to just kind of like relinquish power every once in a while. Just kind of like relinquish control. Like just let go. Like let go of control sometimes. So this was for what you need to release and let go of. So now we're going to get into your advice and what we can do to help you kind of move forward from this. We have Snake Spirit, time to heal. Yeah. So I was really feeling a lot of heavy energy connected to this Emperor card. Just a lot of like, it's this like heavy, it's almost like a spiritual burden. It's a very heavy burden, but it carries like a spiritual weight, and that needs to be released, and that needs to be kind of like, and once that breakthrough comes towards the end of the month for the lunar eclipse, that is when it's going to be time to heal. So healing does not mean like doing this and doing this and doing this. Healing literally can mean just to breathe and to take time for yourself and to like literally relinquish control, like to just let go within your own body and within your own soul. And to just exist in the moment. Take a moment and take some time in a day to just exist and to just be without feeling like you need to do this or you need to do that, or try to put yourself in a state to where you kind of like put yourself in a kind of trance where you just go to a place in your mind where you don't have to do anything. There's nothing, literally. No house to clean, no pets to feed. Obviously, feed your pet first and then go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, take some time to just, like, literally just, like, push everything out of you and, like, take your mind to a place where none of those things are required. Good night. None of those things are required. No work, no boyfriend, no girlfriend, no friends, no pets, no plants, no housework, no shopping. Like, just be. And if you want to go out in nature and do it, that's cool too. But that is going to help in the healing process. Two of Swords, Moon in Libra. Interesting. Ooh, we're going to need to make a decision. And then when you exit that trance state, after you take some time to heal, you're going to need to really, really, really tune in to your gut feeling, to your instincts, to your intuition, to figure out the best, what's the next move. There could also be a decision, a choice that you're going to have to make in regards to something. It could be a choice that can help you maintain more of this peaceful healing, so you can have more time to engage in this kind of, in that healing kind of energy. Jupiter is entering Pisces right now, and Pisces is a very healing energy, and it's literally kind of like allowing your mind to get lost in just like a trance-like state of consciousness and to just kind of like literally go on cloud 9. Just so you can kind of like, just so it can help flush out some of the ickier and like some of the stuff that's like weighing heavy on your soul. And then when you come out of that state, you're going to have to make a choice. And I feel like this decision is going to have to do with what you can do to change to tweak just a little bit, to change a little bit the life that you were living before, so you can give yourself more time to do that, to bring that trance-like state into your life more, because if you decide that that's something that you really enjoy and that that's something that's really good for you and really healing for you, then you're going to have to make more room in your life and more time in your life to do that. So you're going to have to start making choices, and that will leave room for that energy to manifest itself into your life and into your routines. And then we have the 9 of Swords. This is Mars in Gemini. Yeah. Don't overthink it. Okay. Because you guys get stuck in your head. Mars in Gemini. Okay. Like there's something that you're worried about. Sorry, my eye is just really, really itchy. Okay, so use your instincts, use your intuition, but don't overthink it, okay? Because you're going to drive yourself crazy. Like, just do it. Don't overthink it, just do it. Or maybe you try to do it again a second time, or it's like the more you actually, like maybe reaching that trance-like state, like worked the first time, but then it's harder to get to it the next time. So you have to find ways. You just have to keep finding ways to let go of control. That is what's going to bring you into that mental state of letting go, of just letting go, and just kind of like not caring for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Like literally just not giving a shit about anything. And just like taking that time for yourself. Oh my God, my eyes are so itchy. These freaking allergies. Because you're going to overthink it and you're going to like think like, how can I kind of do that again? And that's exactly where you're going to trap yourself. Because you're going to want to control it. And the whole point is to let go of control. The whole point is to release control, relinquish control. So the moment you have to train yourself, the moment you start to feel like you want to have control over things and you want to create this trance state, it's not going to happen. The whole point is to not make it happen. For you guys, Gemini, the way that your mind works, that's how this is going to work. That's the only way it's going to work, is you have to kind of like, you can't tell yourself to manifest it. You have to kind of like be like, no, I don't know. I know it sounds kind of like complicating, but it's really, really not. It's just kind of like being able to tell yourself the moment you catch yourself trying to control something, to step back and be like, okay. And then you're going to see that you're going to feel calmer, and you're going to be like, all right, whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's just naturally going to start happening. 4 of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn. Yeah. You're going to learn. You're going to be able to train yourself, and you're going to be able to keep a steady, like, you know, the more you spend time just kind of like taking deep breaths, you're going to find yourself progressing. You're going to find yourself being able to enter that calm state, that altered state of consciousness, that trance-like state more easily. Okay? It's going to start to happen more easily. And your heart is going to open, and things are just going to feel so much better from there. I promise. They're going to just feel much better. You're going to start to feel that energy that was weighing you down before just release itself, and just it'll have a more harmonic circulation. It'll circulate through your body in a more harmonious and balanced way. And you're going to see that you'll be able to you'll just be able to intuitively and instinctually bring yourself into that state when you need it the most, okay? So this is your reading, Gemini. I really hope that this helped mid-May, lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment. I really want to know what's going on in your guys' lives and how you feel about the reading, or if you got something else from it. You don't have to vibe with every single little thing that I said. And like my video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.